BigEAstrology. Yo, what's the deal? November 10th, 11th, and 12th, Astro-Weather. Yeah, we're doing it a little different style today, but that's okay. So for Friday, forget about a Friday, Mercury's in Sagittarius squaring Saturn today. All right, so we're going to get to the chart, break it down. We got the Liba Moon. Friday, it's going to finish up around 22, 23 degrees, east and west coast. And then the moon, around 3 p.m. Eastern, will go into Scorpio on Saturday. Okay, so you got this Libra Moon Friday, a little bit of Saturday, Scorpio Moon, Saturday, Sunday, and a little bit of Monday. So that Scorpio Moon on Sunday, yeah, it's gonna get to late night, close to a conjunction, right? To the getting closer to the sun, where you start to feel it. And then obviously early on the 13th, Monday morning, is the Scorpio new moon at I think it's 4:27 a.m. So make sure you watch my video breaking that down. Okay, but yeah, praying for peace. Lilith is in Leo. Interesting energy. And obviously this Mercury square Saturn, we're seeing a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, it's just time to stop it. It's evil. It's not war. And people need aid, freedom, and survival, okay? All this stuff. So we'll get to the astro weather with the chart, but this is for Astro Weather Weekend, BigEAstrology Scorpio birth chart sales still rocking to November 22nd. And email me directly at BigEAstrology@gmail.com. So remember, we're dealing with November 10th, Saturday, the 11-11 portal. And I'm going to show you with the Mars-Uranus opposition. This is a powerful, explosive energy and event. And you're going to see a lot on the world stage. So let's really, high vibration, high frequency, heart chakra, pray for peace. A great day for you to manifest, you know, with these angel numbers, but it's a very powerful portal. Happy Veterans Day. My uncles all served, but I am not pro-war. I'm pro-peace, okay? But I thank you for the service, and let's just do better. You know, military is to keep the peace, not to destroy peace. So it's all about the perspective. But compassion and empathy, you know, Mercury square Saturn, it's opportunities to grow, not to discuss power and authority and restrictions, but to really like try to grow and see where we can investigate the truth and be like, you know what? Saturn Pisces, Mercury Sag, yeah, let's get righteous and be better and improve and be better. All right, so November 10th, November 11th, November 12th, Astro-Weather Weekend, BigEAstrology, you know what it is. Week 7 of my course, and it's the great time to sign up for Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric next Saturday, November 18th, 4 p.m. Eastern. 2 hours, $20. We'll be looking at Jupiter, Gemini, trine Pluto, Aquarius, and Pluto entering Aquarius. We are in the age of Aquarius. This is the time of enlightenment. Portals are opening up. People are having, you know, ascension symptoms, dizziness, fog, fatigue. Yeah, this is all normal. Random body aches that you've never experienced or you haven't felt in ever. Yeah, we're going through a shift. A lot of things are coming energetically and spiritually. Stay prayed up, stay aware, because the changes and shifts can be very volatile and explosive, and may not seem for our benefit right away, but can be in the long run, okay? And you'll see this, and we'll talk about it on Monday with the Scorpio new moon energy. And I'll talk about it a little bit in this chart for the Astro Weather Weekend. But you watch my Scorpio new moon video on my YouTube channel, and that will break it all down. BigEAstrology. Let's get to the chart for the Astro Weather. All right? Peace. All right. Astro Weather, Friday, November 10th. Here's the birth chizzy and the Scorpio sun at 18 degrees, you know, and it's definitely in that conjunction energy to Mars. Very powerful and strong. We got a Libra Moon day, Lilith and Leo. And we're going to zoom in on the chart. But, you know, forget about it. Friday, the day of Venus. Venus is moving along in Libra. And it's really wanting the harmony, peace, and the relationships. Okay? So try to focus on those in a very positive way. Remember, I said we don't look at any particular ascendant, but it's good to see a shift. Let's see how Mercury does. You know, now don't forget, Mercury is debilitated in Sagittarius. So it can be a little arrogant and blunt, exaggerating with its communications, but it also does expand and zoom out, right? So it's zooming out to this square in Saturn in Pisces, 0 degrees, all right? So that for Friday, and you feel it a little bit, you know, Saturday, this can really be about some real arguments about wisdom, beliefs, and philosophies. You know, talking about not having proper aid and not occupying Gaza and, you know, really trying to take care of the innocent people. Because now it's really just out of control. So understand this sun with the Mars. We're going to get ready on Sunday. We'll talk about it when we get there, but we're going to get into that third decan. So this will be the Scorpio Cancer decan. Could get a little bit more, you know, Cancers, I love you, but emotionally sensitive and a deep inner knowing, but really can be kind of intense, fighting and protecting your home. And, you know, when we're doing this, getting ready for that third decan, Scorpio Cancer, 20 degrees, Sunday and then Monday, 21 degrees, that's where for the new moon, things can get really hot, right? And you see this Mars already at 20, and then we're getting ready and you're already starting to feel it, even though we're not at the 11th level portal when it's exact, the Mars opposing, okay? The Uranus and Taurus, 21 degrees. So just strap your boots up, and you know what you can do with your physical body is really practice some movement. Run, sports, weightlifting, because you're gonna need to release stuff. And Mars Uranus, if it's not done in a healthy way, it's gonna come out in an explosive way. And so we have to just be mindful of that. You know, it's interesting that Lilith is dancing and staying in Leo. You know, that's the true Black Moon Lilith. Okay, that's the average mean position. So you want to pay attention to that. On astro.com, it's H13. But really understand that we got to just tune into the heart chakra and root chakra, you know, and be instinctual. Trust your instincts when trying to accept the stories from the power, you know, like the king, the government, Leo, okay? And obviously the nodes are only 4 degrees off, so they're still kind of squaring, you know, Pluto, Aries, North Node, Libra, South Node. But you see this moon, it's going to finish up East Coast, 22 degrees. This is 12 p.m. Eastern on today, Friday. 9 a.m. Pacific. So like I said, it will be about 22, 23 degrees. And then tomorrow morning when you wake up, you know, like I said, it's gonna really, you know, be around close to 3 p.m. Eastern when it shifts into Scorpio for the next 2.5 days. So that'll be Saturday, Sunday, and part of Monday. Okay? So listen, this moon hits the South Node late tonight, and you know, going into the morning, this is yeah, we just gotta pray for the peace in the Middle East and the people. The moon represents the people in a chart, and they're really seeking justice and fairness and peace and harmony. Question is, you know, will it come? Is the aid gonna come? Will, you know, you heard what they said in the leader, Merkel in France, that they're like, there needs to be a ceasefire, needs to be peace. And I don't want to just focus on that, you guys, but it is Veterans Day tomorrow. It is a holiday. I know my kids are home. Some kids are off Monday. It just depends. I don't know what they're doing nationwide, but they're off in Arizona on Friday. So there's Neptune. You know, maybe Saturn's moving direct, but it's not going to move forward really to 1 degree, and then you'll feel that shift in, I think it's a few days. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit, okay? So, sorry, I don't know the exact day, but let's get ready for the astro weather and kind of get grounded in nature. Do a lot of grounding because there's just a lot of energy, you know, in the solar flares, ascension stuff, time shifts, and with this portal 1111, it's very spiritual. So you'll see angel numbers, do the breath work, you know, really focus on, you know, really your spiritual practices and discipline, especially Mercury square Saturn. You know, this is a time where maybe you can get uncomfortable in what you think is your truth, and you can, you know, maybe it's an opportunity to grow, to see a different perspective. All right, so let's get to Seek It Saturday, the day of the planet Saturn, with the Scorpio sun at 19 degrees. All right, that's astro weather. Forget about a Friday, Venus, date nights. You know, have some chocolate. Kiss the one you love. Forget about a Friday, astro weather for November 10th, 2023. BigEAstrology. Peace. Saturday, it's a Saturday. All right, having some fun. BigEAstrology. The 1111 portal, Mars, Uranus, opposition, exact 21 degrees. And you're going to feel this, you know, really from the 10th to the 14th, 15th, but definitely the 11th to the 14th, real strong, even 11th to the 13th. So the moon really is at 29 degrees in Libra. And so what's really going to happen is it's going to be closer to like 2 p.m. Eastern. So 11 a.m. Pacific, we get into the Scorpio moon, okay? So that kind of means it's going to finish up at about 5 degrees Saturday night, okay? So you are going to feel this Scorpio moon in a trine to Saturn in Pisces, which really can be some energy to benefit and lift some of the restrictions on the people in Gaza and just in your own life and in our country too. You know, maybe some more truth being revealed, and look for this Scorpio moon on Monday when it's in a sextile to Pluto. There's really going to be some real heavy truths, secrets being revealed, mysteries, you know. This is a great time to really increase your spiritual practices, people. Not just because of the 1111 portal, but just the energy, everything that's going on. Remember this new moon, we're going to zoom in for November 11th. And this is 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And the last of the Scorpio Pisces Deacon day, you know, Saturday. But, you know, this Sun-Mars conjunction, it can be intense. And the Mercury at 2 degrees. And, you know, we have to see, obviously the nodes aren't shifting. And we see what's going on with Venus, okay? So, you know, that's moving along slowly, but you're going to feel that Venus sextile to Mercury, which, you know, can be a little bit where people are zooming out and thinking about what's fair for both sides. And so that can be a discussion on Saturday where you're seeing the collective want to jump in and give more aid and help, and the European countries jumping in to do that. Let me take another sip of my coffee. Yeah, that's that astro weather coffee. And the Lilith. I love how Lilith, you know, it does bounce around a lot, but it's been in Virgo for a minute and it's staying in Leo for a few days. So there's a reason behind that, okay? But you definitely see the Uranus and the Jupiter, okay? And just understand when you're feeling Uranus, it's the rebel, the black sheep, the soul seeking freedom and liberation, breaking social norms, fracturing structures, opposing Mars in Scorpio. Woo! I mean, Saturday could be a day of nationwide protest against the war, against the occupation, against the violence. And, this is where we just have got to try to stay positive. You as the individual, I'd be like, listen, if you're not ready to go and really, protest or whatever, then you have got to really check in on your senses and do some things on Saturday that are really promoting some grounding, but just the movement of the body and movement of your spirit. Remember, we're in this matrix, and the way that you move your avatar game body, the human body in this situation, is through positive thought and through your thoughts. That's your joystick. I was explaining that to my son. All right, so that's how we play the game of life in the Earth matrix, with your brain and thought and positive thoughts, so you can manifest. All right, Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. So understand that, Mercury Saturn square is still rocking on Saturday. I don't know. I feel I'm just getting downloads of stuff coming on and really explosive energy. I'm not saying that it's World War III, but I don't know if more people are going to chime in and, Russia, Ukraine, China, Iran, other people, France, it could switch real quickly. Obviously Jordan and Turkey and Saudi Arabia have things to say. So just be mindful, but we have to not focus on war. We got to pray for peace and equality, fairness, and justice. That's got to be the energy of the collective for this Saturday. And, really the Scorpio moon day. Scorpio moon, the moon is what? Debilitated in Scorpio. It's got to release its emotions and its feelings. It's very intense. So emotions are going to get intense, and the Mars conjunct the Sun and opposing Uranus, it can be sudden acts or attacks of violence, intense emotions where people just black out, and especially when it gets to Sunday, black out Sunday, Monday, and just, start killing folks. But, we're going to focus on loving folks. All right. And so that's Saturday, November 11th. And I'll be teaching my class soon after this. So we're going to be rocking with a Capricorn ascendant when I'm teaching my class. So that's great for week 7. Looking at RFK's chart and Malcolm X, very powerful. So God bless you guys. Love you. Enjoy the 11/11 portal. Get your crystals, get your breath work, mindfulness, and find ways to ground in the earth, and find ways to laugh and move on Saturday. Okay? And, I said again, thank you for the service, the veterans, my Taylor uncles, big military family from Tampa. And, but, I'm definitely against war. All right. So, yeah. And remember, Goddess of Harvest series, it's things you nurture and care for. And so even food, there's infection and disease happening in Gaza, but the people, and they're not getting the aid that they need. It's tragic. It's like Vietnam. People say on TV, I don't watch TV, so I don't know what they're showing. I don't want to see it. But this is no bueno, all right? But I spread love to everybody, the Palestinians, Israelis.
The moon is how I respond and react.
Just the world, you guys.
Absorbing the facts.
When you look another human being in the eye, you gotta get past skin color and gender and really start to see the soul inside of a person, the spirit. You know, it's so much deeper. We get caught up on these things that and God consciousness don't really mean anything. And I know, we're in these bodies and these cultures and ethnicities for a reason, and these are what we chose in life lessons. But it doesn't mean that we can't choose harmony and peace. It doesn't mean that we can't choose equality. These are brainwashing programs about all of this being separate. You know, think back at the Tower of Babel in the Bible. All right, let's get to the astro weather for Sunday, November 12th. Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology. Peace. All right, Sunday, November 12th. Sleep on it, Sunday. Well, Venus, 4 degrees, Mercury, Sag, Venus, Libra, sextile, 4 and 3. Still will feel that Mercury, Saturn square the whole weekend, right? And now the Scorpio moon is in a conjunction to the sun. So you'll be feeling that all day Sunday before the new moon Monday morning, okay? At 11 degrees. So it's gonna finish up Sunday night. This is right before game time, the NFL, 1 p.m. Eastern. This is 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. But this is definitely during the Colts-Patriots game in Frankfurt, Germany. Lilith is still staying in Leo. Sleep on it Sunday. But you're also seeing the Scorpio moon will finish up at around 17 degrees and about 18 degrees, almost 19 on the West Coast. So when you wake up in the morning, and look at the chart for Monday, 12 noon, it will be at about 22, 23 degrees. Okay, so then basically the Scorpio moon will finish up all day Monday in Scorpio, and you'll wake up Tuesday, Wednesday, and part of Thursday with the Sagittarius moon. Okay, so let's zoom in on the chart for Sunday, and Mercury. And understand Mercury and Sag 3 degrees, there's going to be a lot of communication on the news about who's right, who's being fair, right? Who's providing aid, who's, occupying, seizing fire. Why should we not do this? Why should we not do that? And so as we get closer to that new moon Monday morning, remember it's 4:27 a.m. You'll be sleeping 1:27 a.m. Pacific. So listen to the conversation of the stories on the news. And, it can be where people put their guns down, or it could be where people are still raging from Saturday with the exact opposition, but that it's still staying at the 21 degrees. Okay. But then when the sun and moon join for the new moon Monday morning, oh man, God only knows. So, for me, it's just a tough time. The middle of November and November, the month itself, is really going to be challenging in the collective. So this is where you've got to be really tuning in and keep up with the astro weather and look at your chart. Look at right now your Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Pisces placements, even your Libra. What houses are they in? And that can tell you the themes of things that you've got to focus on. This Venus, Libra, sextile Mercury, Sag, it's like trying to find harmony when you're talking about your wisdom and beliefs. And hopefully it can be positive and harmonious, but because of the sun, moon, and Mars opposing Uranus, it can get kind of wet willies. It can get kind of messy. Okay, and like I said, checking into the root and heart chakra, Lilith is actually moving closer to, moving deeper into Leo. Juno and the average position of Lilith, the Regulus in Virgo, it's really just the marriage and commitment to service and humanity. There's enough people right now in the collective who are about bringing the food and the medicine. And let's not forget about the people in the Congo. I mean, this is, there's a lot of tragedies in the world going on in the Sudan and South America, different countries, even our own border. So just understand there's not like one thing in the world. And, you do your own research about the canal that they want to build. England and Israel and America and the money they want to get and take away from Egypt with the Suez Canal. That's, bringing in 8 to 11 billion a year. Well, they're trying to circumvent that and have their own canal. So, I always say, do the math, think logically, analytically, and not Scorpio overly emotionally, Juno and Virgo, be committed to, analytical and logical thinking and not get caught up in the Neptune deception. And remember, this Scorpio moon on Monday will trine Neptune and Pisces. So that can be some spiritual discernment about everything. All right? But yeah, enjoy the weekend, 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's getting hot in here. All right? It's not going to be easy greasy. So try not to get into these passionate arguments. Try to mind your business. Try to move your body. Try to, be okay with agreeing to disagree. And, I know I talk about like the news on Sunday morning and stuff, but I don't even watch it. It's going to be what it's going to be. And you're going to choose what you're going to choose. But choose yourself. Choose love. Choose high frequencies. Choose gratitude, being your authentic self. Because you are more than like a robot that's being, moved around by the television. You're a pure spirit of love. So have gratitude and positivity. That's important for November 10th, 11th, and 12th. And make sure you watch my Scorpio new moon video. Email me for the Scorpio birth chart sale. You want to sign up for Coffee Talk, it's BigEAstrology@gmail.com. And I definitely wish you a wonderful Libra and Scorpio moon weekend. Mercury square Saturn, bust the patterns. All right? Hey, maybe play a video game. Because you're living in one. All right? BigEAstrology. Peace. That's it. That's the Astro Weather. Hope you guys have a good one. Be smart, be safe, be careful. Email me. You want to come to Coffee Talk November 18th. 2 hours, $20. Building community. You're going to have a great time. Scorpio birth chart sale. Scorpio Sun Moon Risings, where you at? Take advantage of it. I know a lot of you watch my channel. BigEAstrology@gmail.com. Either $98 or $206. A great time for a soul return. Second day progression. You could be vibrating as a Sag or a Capricorn. Either way, holla at your boy, Astro Weather. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. I'm so grateful. I'm at 5,400, trying to get to 6,000 before the end of the year. And next year, next year I want to double this. I want to be at 10 or 15,000 in 2024. All right, I'm putting it out there, and I'll be, getting interviewed this week coming up on the Jeff Mara podcast. Not sure when it's going to air live, but I'll be discussing and sharing my near-death experience, and I will let you know when that will be airing on his podcast. All right? Gratitude. Love you, and I appreciate you. BigEAstrology. Astro Weather Weekend. All right? Later. Let's go Steelers. We're going to beat the Packers. 24-16. Steelers win. BigEAstrology. Later.